Good to see everybody, and welcome the guests of my channel as well. If you're new, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Okay, my wonderful collective, without hesitation, let's do another reading for you, and let's take a look what is important for you to hear um, in regards of your situation. What do you need to hear right this specific moment? What do you need to hear? What do you need to hear? First card is a lover's card. It's good. Loyalty, unity, partnership. That's very good. So the first message will be in regards of love or some sort of unity with a person, I'm assuming. I will take a look whether it's a romantic unity or maybe perhaps a partnership, business relation, or love. What is the second message from your spirit guides? Well, the second message is overall is good. It's about sun. The rune Sevilla represents sun, vitality, success, right? Maybe a successful partnership with somebody, or in generally success for you, overall success. And of course, in the bottom of the deck, I have Chariot. I have this card represents directions, like you know where you're going. You know what makes you happy. You know what you want. You know who you want. And Chariot is a fast paced card. There's no stopping you, no stopping you, right? There's a card of horse. Chariot is always a rider. In traditional tarot deck, it's a rider, a card of chariot, which is symbolizes as a horse. So a year of a horse is a very powerful year for you. Year of a progress. When I was meditating earlier today, before I started to do this live read, I had a vision of like relocation for you. Moving, relocating, suitcases, packing, right? So definitely will be either a vacation or travel, or in fact, would be relocation. And maybe perhaps with somebody that you will meet. So far, so good. I don't see so far anything negative for you for the future, but still that energy that I pick up, some unsettling energy. What is this energy? I will try to clarify it. Um, Throughout my meditation, like I already mentioned, there is success and there is relocation. Your success awaits you in a different direction almost. I don't know if you're considering it or not yet, but in the next 3 months, so sometimes mid-summertime, you're going to move. You're going to leave, period. Now, until that moment takes place, until that ultimate level of success that you will reach throughout, like I said, that relocation with someone, you're not going to relocate by yourself. You're either going to meet a partner and going to relocate, or you're going to either move, but there's going to be somebody already waiting for you. So there's a two people, you and there will be somebody else. And I see like you joining together on a distance. You're not going to be in a place where you're at. That is 100%. You most likely going to move. But as I was, like I said, picking up this energy of travel, suitcases, backpack, packing, moving, right? Taking only necessities and essential items with you. What is happening around you while you once again um, planning to take next step in your life? What is that negative energy? Because there's a lot is happening here. What is this negative energy? What is hidden? What is hidden in your energy? Well, first of all, there is a card of Valgus. Whatever it is hidden that you may not physically see, could be your enemies. Could be your foes. Of course, there's the people. I always pick up that energy every time I do readings for you guys. I pick up that unsettling energy of this hatred, of this group of people that just hate you, dislike you. And hate is a very strong word, very strong word. But there's this energy of these envious eyes. And I kind of feel like these people becoming very sloppy, in harming you. They can't get to you. They're trying to harm you. They're trying to stall you. Maybe it's perhaps out of envy. Maybe this is out of jealousy. Maybe it's some sort of revenge. But they can't get to you. See, this is the card of August. This is the card of protection. You are sheltered. You're protected from evil eye, or from anything evil or dark that your foes are trying to take against you, utilize against you. It's not working. There is a protection. You are protected 100%. Protected. And that's why your enemies that are getting sloppy every day in everything they do to you, they're getting worse and worse every day. They're already exposed. They expose themselves. But that greed to destroy your life does not leave them. Does not leave them. And they understand that there is nothing can be done to you. They know it. They know. They know that you're protected. Whether it is a law enforcement protecting you, 100% your guides protecting you, your spirit guides, your gods protecting you. Nothing can be done here for you, so you don't even have to worry about it. But still that energy of hate. Why? Why you have great life? Why things are gonna work out for you? And why I'm losing everything? This is the mentality of your enemies. So let's analyze, what are you protected against? What are you protected? What is happening here, first of all, that you require that protection? What is this protection? What is this protection? Yeah, it's a card of freedom. See, freedom. You're about to free yourself. Free yourself from some sort of situation that you have been placed. What are you freeing yourself from? What exactly are you going to free yourself from? Okay, this is the card of storks. Like I said, another card of moving, relocation, moving on with your life, transitioning. I kind of feel like it's connected to the place where you're at. Maybe your enemies know where you live, clearly, right? Because they're obsessed with you. They know everything about you. They know where you live. They know where you go. They know all your friends. You're about to start your life completely from a fresh page. New place of living, meaning you're gonna leave probably like 1,000 kilometers away from where you're at today. You're going to change your phone numbers. You're going to change your emails. You are absolutely disappear. Disappear. Your enemies will never ever going to get to you. So this is the card that the universe are moving you away and allowing you to free yourself from this negative people that wants you to be stuck here. See that the card of a book, the book signifies hidden, hidden negativity, hidden. No one has this open conflict with you. And there's the card of the witch. Someone here, I guess, one of your enemy enjoys to play with magic. Of course, it never has a good ending. And I know that your enemy does not already have a good life. Right? Someone here is reading something. There's a constant attempt to disrupt your success, your jealousy of this enemy of yours. It's only a crazy woman would do this, right? Usually it is prone women. Women are the one that usually doing witchcraft. Yeah, there are some odd men, but I do see that whoever doing these manipulations, targeting your finances, your money. For some reason, your enemies does not like that you have financial opportunities or any opportunities of any sort of way or kind. But I tell you that soon you're going to make triple the amount of money that you make right now. You're going to be very successful. Clearly, whoever that crazy witch does not understand it. They don't understand. They do you a favor, right? They do you a favor because you cannot judge yourself the situation. There's a higher power that assess every single thing. You need to simply be aware. And your knowledge of this whole witchcraft, of all of this targeting your finances so you don't make enough money, God forbid you make more than your enemy. That would be the end of the world. So, of course, jealousy here on your success. You were able to build something from nothing because that's what kind of person you are. You were always destined to be successful. You will be successful regardless. But your spirit guides want to bring your attention on a fact that some crazy person playing with magic, reading through some sort of book, probably she buys it from Indigo or Chapters or online somewhere, and reading, doing something. Obsession with your wealth. Whether you have that wealth right now or not, but for that enemy of yours, you're very successful. Your enemies know you better. So I do see that you are going to be free from this person. Whoever this person is, it's a woman. It's a 100% woman, very greedy woman, very jealous. Okay? A woman, there's also a man comes up, maybe a couple. But this is a woman that doing this to you because they're jealous. She's jealous. She's jealous. And generally she comes up as a hermit. Who is a hermit? It's a woman that completely lost her way in life. You have a direction. You're moving towards that direction. You know where you're going. You know what you want. You're going to make money and you're going to be successful no matter what you do in life because you do it from the bottom of your heart. You understand? From love. And anything that is done through love equals your true passion. And if you're passionate about what you do, of course you're going to be successful. I cannot say the same thing about this woman, this witch. This witch that herself has no money anymore because I don't see she has any money. She knows you do. And she doesn't agree with that. She counts your money. She's that type of person that literally will stick her face into your mouth to see how many times you chew your food. You understand? This is your enemy here. Greed. Greedy. But in generally her life is not good. I see she's financially she's not doing well. It's some sort of couple here, some pair gossips, constant gossip about you. It's like honestly, love lives, right? Love lives. Definitely this woman is she is your karmic. There's some man with her. It's probably a couple, boyfriend and girlfriend, or lovers, or whoever they are, doesn't matter. Two pair of a butt. But in generally, you know what? A woman that lost her way in life, confused, feels unloved, unhappy, disappointed. Well, the question is, what would this woman expect? What exactly do you expect if you harm people? What do you expect? To be happy? If you allow yourself to be lower than a baseboard, and I'm talking about lowest of the low, to be jealous and envious of somebody else's success, I mean, you definitely lost. Definitely. And it looks like to me this pair is completely lost. Hermit. Darkness, darkness. She doesn't know where she goes, right? Her whole life is nothing but a fog. Maybe her mind is clouded with alcohol or drugs. Maybe she has some mental illness that she doesn't understand what she's doing. But whatever it is she's doing it against herself. For you, she's doing you a favor. Because now it is the higher power here by the card of Algis, the rune Algis, steps in. Because she's trying to attract what's yours. And I see this couple is very greedy, right? It's all about money for them. It's all about, well, we have to be, but I don't even know, honestly. I don't know. This is a crazy person here, and I don't say it lightly. Currently, what else about this woman? Any characteristic, who she is, anything about this woman that maybe perhaps let you identify her. She hides her face, okay? She thinks of herself as she's better. She believes that she deserves more than you have, that she should have what you have. She believes that she is number one, right? Narcissist. It's a narcissistic pair. Okay, characteristic of this woman or anything about this woman that maybe perhaps will help you put a name to her. Anything about this woman. Family, right? Family. She's married, right? Family. Greedy family. So this woman is married, I'm assuming. Married to this so-called narcissist. Because see, this is a self-proclaimed empress and an emperor. So once again, it's a family. It's a married family. It's a man and a woman that function together as a couple, paying bills together. Maybe they have kids. Their family. She wanted that happy family. You know, she really wanted that happy family. But to be honest with you, I don't see that she's happy. Card of a hermit falls on her. She's alone. She doesn't feel loved. She doesn't feel happy. Right? There's problems. If this is a married couple, there is a problem in that marriage. It's not a single woman. Not at all. It's a woman that has this narcissist by her side. But she's that type of woman that likes, you know, witchcraft. Yeah, see, liars. Seven of Swords. A woman that always throughout her life learned how to lie, how to deceive, and how to get what she wants. And maybe at one point, this woman lied in order to get that family, in order to get this man. But I kind of feel like they're both liars. You understand? They're liars. All they do, they lie, they're deceive, they want easy money, they're looking for people that they could once again steal from, screw over, abuse, target. It's a lying family, cunning family. I will take a look exactly about this woman more. What else about this woman? Yeah, she's crazy. She is crazy. She is mad crazy. Look at this water sign. She is crazy. That's not crazy is an understatement, and I mean it. Those who read tarot understand that when the moon card falls on an individual, in this case, I'm asking about who she is, moon card comes up. This is a sick woman. She has either severe psychiatric issues, crazy, pathological liar. She's a pathological liar. She's an actress, right? She often plays on people's emotions, very emotional. Maybe also an alcoholic. She holds a cup. She likes her drinking. And but there's something with her mental state. That's the without doubt. Pathological liar, manipulation, an actress. She likes to pretend, she likes to act, she likes to play games. Maybe she's blonde. Okay, blonde woman. She could have blonde hair or blue eyes. Either blonde hair or blue eyes. Very feral skin, but an actress beyond my words could express. If there were to be a nominee for the number one liar, trust me, this woman would have definitely got an Oscar. 100%. Oscar for the best liar role. Because she always plays a role. She plays a role of the victim. She plays a role of, pity me. She hides her true identity. She hides who she is because I see right away she's this witch, jealous, envy, witchcraft, love spells, deception, an actress, 100%. What role does she play in the public or in the society? How does society perceive this woman? You know who she is. You know she's a liar, hands down. But how does society views this woman? How do people see her? How do people see her? Temperance, 10 of wands, devil, right? That she complicates people paths. So, two major arcana fall on her. How do people see her? Well, people know her. People know her that she's crazy, and everything she does in life, she only burdening herself. So her negativity, her darkness, her jealousy, her envy, only bringing problems to herself. So people understand. I don't see that there's maybe this woman had a very long period of difficult past, right? There's something happened in her life, and it's still happening in her life because this is the symbol of infinity. She's always have some sort of problem. People understand that this woman causing problems to herself. Nobody else but herself is at fault for the way she feels by this 10 of wands, right? And look who beside her, the devil. She codependent. She's a narcissist. It is due to her own dark personality and her vengefulness behavior. That's why she has all these problems. So technically it doesn't her true identity is clearly matches who she is. People know who she is. People know who she is, that she complicating her own life, that she's to blame for everything that is happening to her. Nobody's blaming you here. What else do people think of this woman? Fighting, she's always fighting for love, right? Card of passion. Maybe this woman was the other woman here. There is a card of a job, right? Codependent on job, wants money, or maybe wants promotion of some sort. That she pretty much walks on people's heads to get in life. That's what she does. She walks on people's heads to get what she wants in life. She's willing to throw anybody under the bus. She can lie, she can play a role, she can manipulate because her codependency is to do with money, job, money, right? This is what the devil is about, passion and a job. That she's a liar, that she's not honest in her job, in her affairs, in her financial affairs. Maybe she commits fraud at her employment. Maybe there is a pattern of abuse, that she maybe abused her power at work or a job, right? That she's obsessed with money, obsessed with money. And that's dangerous. There is nothing wrong making your money lawful way. Nothing wrong with that. Do it. But when you become so obsessed like this woman with her job, and the way she do her job is sickening, then of course people have a problem. So yes, people know that she is not honest in her financial affairs, that she's codependent and obsessed on money, codependent on finances, that she's a liar. She's that type of woman that she can do whatever it takes, but as long as she remains in power. So whoever these two are, they could, could be maybe connected to the government, like government employees, okay? Unless this woman is your coworker. If this woman was your coworker, and you work with her in the place of money, then yes, this is the woman. If this is woman not connected to your career or your job, then this is a government employee who is obsessed, demonically oppressed with money and job. Clarify the card of a devil and a job. So people know she's a liar. Okay, water sign. Maybe she is a water sign. Water sign comes up. You see, water sign. She's also comes up as a water sign. She could be, in fact, a water sign. Her actual astrological sign could be a water sign. Clarified her job. Hmm. Envious eye. Of course, envious eye. Jealousy of your achievement. She's really jealous of other people. She's jealous when other people, including her co-workers, achieve more or succeed or being recognized by their dedication. She probably felt like nobody recognized what she has done in her career. So let's say if this is a cop woman or a lawyer, right? She's like, oh no, I work so hard and nobody acknowledges my hard work. What then she decides to do? Oh, wait a second. I can manipulate. I can frame people. Right? I can frame people, and she framed you. So she can get a good pat on her back. Oh, you're such a good woman. You're such a good woman. You're such a good cop. You're such a good lawyer, or you're such a good judge. What a great job you did. She's clearly a criminal that framed you as an innocent person so she can get recognized. That's her obsession. You see, that's her obsession. She's jealous of everybody. It's just her personality, right? And a gossiper. She's not jealous of anything else. Yeah, I see exactly. Promotion, money. So her colleagues, if this is a police department, her colleagues know that she's a criminal. Her colleagues know that she's obsessed with that self-recognition and that promotion. Her colleagues that probably investigating this woman know that what she did to you was only for the sake of promotion, to increase her financial status. They all know that. They know. They know that she is not following the rules, she's not following the law, and she's still wiggling like a snake in the bucket, even though she's in the bucket, in the hot bucket. She can't get out of it, but she's gonna wiggle like a snake, right? Wishy washy. I see medical officer. Maybe she's a medical officer. Very jealous, very cunning. I had a suspicion that this woman connected to the government, but she could be medical officer or maybe working in the field of medicine of some sort. See, medical officer comes up. Water sign, woman, most likely older, pathological liar, drinker, and codependent and very, very jealous, especially beautiful younger women. So if you're a younger woman, well, she's probably like mid 50s, late 60s, then watch out, right? It's just her personality, is who she is, right? I see medical officer, maybe military medical officer, because she comes up as a, remember we had a card of a warrior comes up here earlier. I'll show it to you. If I did not shuffle it back. Yeah, I did. There was a card of a soldier came up earlier when we got the job of a job. So this water sign woman, she could be a military medic. So somehow military here is involved. She really wanted that recognition for herself. She's like, meh, I don't care. I'm just gonna lie. I want to be recognized. So she framed you. And then here she come to the rescue. So keep in mind that this woman is connected to military and a field of medicine, maybe field of psychology, maybe field of psychiatry. I'm not really sure what different type of levels there is in military. I'm not a soldier, okay? With all due respect, I do have a lot of friends who are soldiers, but I'm not. I'm not in military, okay? Let me put it this way. I'm in another field, but not military. So, but she's a medic. She's a military medic. So it's involvement of medical officers and some sort of um, military officer. Maybe this man is in military. I see fire sign again. Maybe a masculine is a fire sign. She could be a water sign, he could be a fire sign. So water sign and fire sign very strongly coming through this read. Either a man is a fire sign, or he could be the water sign, or the woman, this so-called medic, is a water sign or a fire sign. But they still come up as a family. Maybe they're related through blood or family ties, right? There's some sort of either through marriage or through in-laws. In other words, they're treating each other as a family members. Mhm. Soldier and a medic, fire sign and a water sign. So you protect it. You protect it against these people because the fact that they already been exposed, this pair, for what they did to you, and like I said, they framed you. They framed you because this pair wanted recognition in their personal career. They were not recognized, maybe, or they were not promoted for a very long time. But to be promoted through fraud, through abuse of power and abuse of process, through perjury, through abuse, like you gotta be insane. You gotta be insane, and they are insane. But the universe wants you to know that you are protected against this pair. You have absolutely nothing to fear. Nothing to fear. Everybody knows what was done to you. Everybody. You may be aware of that or not, but those who are in power, that is politicians, police officers, military generals, commanders, corporals, they all know. They know that these two um, involved. What was her childhood like? I'm just interested. When in the world is this sick woman become so sick? That's my next question. So if you're interested, tune in, stay tuned. How was this woman's childhood growing up? What made her to be such a pathetic, disrespectful liar, this sicko? What was her childhood like? Her life? Sickness, sickness. This is the card of Dottore, sick. The card of sickness. Mhm. Always sick, always problematic, always problems. Maybe she had issues from her childhood. Okay, so that's another signification who this woman is. There was a constant record of her throughout her whole life, and I like already said she probably not that young, but she always had problems with health problems. She always had to go see a doctors on regular basis, whether she had like allergic reactions, broken legs, there's always something wrong with her. Constant meetings with the doctors, non-stop, on and on and on and on. You see? Always. Always doctors. So she from her early childhood she had either chronic illness or some sort of illness. Okay? What else was her childhood? How about her upbringing? Anything else about her childhood? So her personal health sheet traced back to her childhood. Maybe she comes from a family of doctors. I kind of also feel like she's sick herself. There is a boomerang for her. Now she has an illness, serious illness. That is also a fact. She always been sick, but now it hit her heart. It hit her heart. She could be even bed rest. And that is a boomerang because everything in this life comes back, comes back. I can only imagine the harm this person did to you. I cannot imagine, I cannot express it. There's nothing worse than being a victim of miscarriage of justice, of being framed. Just because the sick pair wanted money. I cannot imagine you suffering. You suffered, and you may be perhaps still suffering. But this sick woman is really sick. And that boomerang comes to her because of what she did to you. She lied. She defamed you. She tortured you. She abused you. And she most likely paid money to people to harm you too. So now she herself getting boomerang. There's illness with her. Serious illness where ambulance have to be called in, most likely. And honestly, it's sad. It's sad. But I'm more sad for you. I'm more sad for you. You didn't deserve that. Did you deserve that? No. If she wanted to be recognized in her career, if she wanted to be promoted, she should go catch bad guys. There's a plenty of bad guys. Go catch bad guys. Why are you targeting good people? No, no, whatever's easier, okay? Like a rat on the cheese. Which one? Which one? Which one? Who's the perfect target for me? And that's her own downfall. And it's also humiliation, humiliation. She's humiliated herself. She feels humiliated because she wanted to humiliate you. And she's done something to humiliate you out of her own jealousy. Yeah, she's sick. Of course. Of course. She's not gonna get out of it. This is it. Whatever she has right now is a boomerang for her demonic actions towards you. For all of this negativity she did to you. For everything she did to you because she is responsible with this man. The card of a devil and the card of a boomerang. And the card of sickness. How we call it? Dostrebales. Right, we say it. Jump too high, thinking she's better. Like I said, there's a powers protecting you. You protect it. What goes around comes around. This is the golden rule to remember. What else is it? And I see lock, lock. She will be locked up. See, this is the card of lock. This is the card of thief. This is the card of lack of resources. She's done. She locked herself up in this mess. Even though they showed me a third person, there's three people, maybe one man, two women responsible for this. All will be locked up. Nobody's gonna let them go. Not after this. Not after what happened. Nobody's gonna let them go. They can forget about it. Okay, man, this fellow over here. Who is this one? Who is this man? Oh, businessman. Look at this. Businessman. He's like, whoa. The merchant. The businessman. He's looking personally for what worked best for him. What was best for him? The card Lamante. Well, the card Lamante means lover, lover, her lover. No, her lover. That's who he is, her lover. That comes in and sing to her so nicely. La 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 la, right? The lover, the macho. Lover, nothing more. He's no good for nothing. Besides that one thing, you know what thing. And even that I would debate it. The lover, it's her lover. It's her lover that once again disappointed. He feels sorry. He's not happy himself anymore. He's not happy. Not happy. Why? Because this whole fraud backfired. It backfired so hard that it literally knocked these people down to the ground. He feels sorry. Who, but this man feels sorry. He's crying. Why did I do that? Why did I even allow myself to be part with this woman? Why did I do that? Why did I listen to her? He's not happy anymore. Himself, what he did to you. He's not happy. He's not happy. Okay, we have Lamante. It's another card, lover. They're lovers. This woman and this man are lovers. They had an affair. Right? They had an affair. Maybe this man is married, but they had an affair together. I don't know if anybody knows this, but they had an affair. That was secret. Now he's not happy about it. Why isn't he so happy about this affair with this woman? Why isn't he so happy? Because now he's involved? Oh, it's a family. See, family, family. I don't know. Maybe it's some sort of family. Maybe he's married. I honestly don't know. It's some crazy family, I'm telling you. But they come up as lovers to each other. Maybe she had an affair with this man, and maybe this man is married to her sister, for example. Or maybe this woman is married to his brother, and he had an affair with his brother wife. There's still family ties comes up here. And the card of lovers comes up. So it's a very unconventional and weird situation. And they try to keep it very secret. So why is this man is so sorry? Sorry. Why is he so sorry? Well, he's crying because you protected and nothing can be done to you. He cannot do anything to you. He knows you protected. That's the second time card of protection comes through. There's a lot of people protecting you, in fact. The card of the battle, see? Battle. They're fighting you, they're trying to hurt you, they're trying to outsmart you, they're trying to frame you. And they understand whoever this family is, this trio, there's a triangle here. There's an affairs coming out, right, left, and center. And he understands that you're protected, and he's crying because he cannot do anything to you. Or maybe perhaps this so-called unconventional family of adulterers gonna go to prison because there's definitely a smell of incarceration. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I said. Lock up, lock up. You reap what you sow. So he's crying because he's going to prison. He knows there's people who are a lot more powerful than whoever these two cowards are. Because if honestly, if they were so competent in their jobs, they would have not had to frame you. Meaning they're nobody. They're nobody. There's a lot more powerful generals, there's a lot more powerful corporals, there's chiefs of police. There's like tough and hardcore men and women out there that got your back. And they're in shock that what this pair did to you. They're mad. So they know he's crying. He's the first one to actually figure out put two and two together, then this is it. This is it. The card of reap what you sow and the card of prison. So yes, he knows very well that there's no way he'll succeed in this fight. He'll never succeed in this fight. He is an adulteress, a liar. What a relationship between this man and a woman, because they come up as lovers. Secret lovers or what? Yeah, look at this card. Appetite for sex, of course. He's that type of man that doesn't skip a skirt. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how old is the woman is. None of this matters as long as it's a woman, or maybe not a woman. Doesn't matter for him. He really, really has that obsession with you know what, you know what, due to his own stupidity. So he's weak. Like I said, he's a macho, Casanova. Casanova. Just who he is. Shallow. And due to his own shallowness and his own stupidity, there will be justice. There will be justice here. Legal matters. Legal matters. And there's a card of time. In time. So hang in there for a while. Because justice will be served. Justice will be served. Legal matters. They will not avoid it. Not avoid it. And that's why he's crying. Yeah, and that was his side piece. Mistress. This woman was his side piece. Secret hookup. He was secretly hooking up with this woman, this other woman. That could be blonde. She doesn't have to be. Like I said, it doesn't matter. But it is his own weakness. His own weakness. He should have never even hooked up with this woman. This woman brought him nothing but problems, including incarceration. The other woman, okay, the other woman. The Casanova. Casanova that got played. Okay. In conclusion, what else about this lovers, secret lovers? What else about these secret lovers? Well, it's becoming very difficult for them to move forward in generally. They cut a lot of wood. They chopped a lot of wood. And everything they've done is piled up, right? So imagine a horse, right? There's a card of chariot. They want to move forward, but they can't because they've done so many mistakes, so much harm that it's almost kind of become very impossible, difficult to carry it. It's difficult. These people only complicated their own path. Honestly, if they were not to do this to you, what they have done, there was a possibility for them to be successful in life. They could have avoided these illnesses, they could have avoided incarceration, they could have avoided all of this punishment from the higher power themselves, including the law. But they wanted a shortcut, right? Shortcut. Short. Why do we have to wait if we can lie? Why? Why? We don't have to do that. Right? Due to their own stupidity, they only problemed their own life. They only brought more problems into their own life. And nearly any movement forward for these people is blocked. It's blocked 10 of wands. They cannot get rid of the burdens that they burden themselves. There's a blockages in their past. What are these blockages? What are these blockages? See, there we go. Hierophant. Organization, government involved here. Now they're being audited. Now they're being investigated. It's a government here causing them more problems. They gain more problems than what they actually initially received. That short period of pleasure of harming you is not even comparable to the suffering that they will face. Because it is not only the higher power that will burden their path. What do I mean by burden path? I mean blockages on their path. Problems with money, problems with health, like for this crazy woman. A lot of problems, problems with the law. All aspects of their lives have problems because the higher power here standing above. One problem after another, one problem after another. That's why he's crying, right? But in their particular case, is the law. The law, problems with the law. Now there is a crown involved. Now there is undercover investigation. Now there is a forensic investigation. They're going to prison. The Casanova and whoever the side piece of his crazy one, and whoever there was the other woman here, I'm not even looking at the other woman, there's a third one. Maybe his girlfriend or wife, I don't know, doesn't matter. The deal was between these two lovers. What they did to you. And like I said, now there's a criminal justice. Now there's a punishment. Now they have to be held accountable for what they did to you. For what? For the sake of what? Of money, of wealth, of stability? Your life's great. You're gonna be in love, you're gonna have a union, you're gonna relocate, you're going to be successful, and you're protected. You're more protected than any human being. You have nothing to worry about, but they're crying. So there's problems with the law, and of course, end result, nothing but pain. Pain. They're finished. They're broken. Broken. Like they wish you to be broken. Now, if this is not a karma, I don't know what karma is, because this is karma times 3. This is pain times 3. This is suffering times 3 than what you ever experienced. They will be, they're done. They're done. They are so done because this is now feds, okay? Federal, feds, international, federal government. This is not a small little town or a small little city where they think they rule the courts or the base. Now they're going to have to answer to Interpol, FBI, CSIS investigating them. This is now a matter of a national emergency in a way. They're done. They're done. The best advice for this pair is to leave you the hell alone. Period. Because they're being watched. They're being watched for a very, very, very long time. And if they're that naive, or if they under any circumstances underestimate your intelligence, then there must be completely idiotic. Idiots. Idiots 100%. I don't know who they think you are. Have no clue. But what I say is a fact. And as you can see by 3 of Pentacles, there are 3 organizations working together on this pair. Could be, let's say, federal police, national police, or like provincial, state, and could be military. Three organizations join their forces together. 3 very powerful organizations. They're all together investigating these clowns. So what's so good from those Casanovas? These crazies? I don't know. Fire sign and water sign. My cards are flip. That means that whoever investigating them are pissed. They're mad. They're furious. Furious is honestly not even the word that I want to describe it, but there's a lot of people after these two. They're closely watched. Let's clarify that. But this is like I already said, the outcome. Man, the Casanova somewhat understands it. Okay, he knows. Woman maybe is a little sick, she doesn't get it. But the Casanova, he knows what he did. He knows. He could be older because his hair is gray, right? Like older, gray hair, just creepy. Who is a womanizer? And maybe why the reason why he could potentially hook up with her, because he's a womanizer. His own stupidity and his own weakness is his hunger for pleasure. But what's done is done. Let's clarify the card of justice. Clarify the card of justice. Yeah, Project X classified. That's what they did to you. This couple colluded, like I said, a medic and some sort of military officer colluded together. They united in deception. They hidden their agenda to harm you. You were most likely subjected to some classified military project, which you're currently still under. And that means one thing, that everything you do is most likely documented. I don't know what were they thinking. What were these clowns were thinking, right? It's a colluded couple, okay? The lovers, two machos, one that felt unvalued, and there is another person who is an air sign. So we have water sign, fire sign, and air sign. Yeah, see, colluded. They colluded to call you crazy. This woman, like I said, maybe she's a medic, or maybe she wrote some sort of report about you. Something here was done here. Okay? Falsified. Falsified either medical records or falsified some sort of documents. Because they truly believe that nobody would know that you're not sick. Whoever it is investigating. You see, it's stupidity. It's not. I honestly, I would not even be concerned. And as I said earlier at the beginning of this reading, you're going to make that change. You're going to just leave, right? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anymore what these people are doing. They're just waiting for their final incarceration and their sentencing. And when arrests are going to be made. And that is it. That is it. Will they harm your success? No. Will they prevent your happiness? No. No. I mentioned this earlier, and I'll repeat myself again. That everything these two did, they did it to themselves. You're not at fault here at all. You never have been. They all did it to themselves. All of it. One is a crazy womanizer, the other one is pity party. Nobody values me. It's because I'm blonde. Or why does nobody takes me seriously? Oh no. Um, because maybe you're not competent. Maybe that's why. Maybe you're jealous or greedy. See, they got caught. Their affair got caught. Their cheating got caught. The fact that they had an affair, they also got caught. And I have a suspicion that there is a divorce that is taking place or about to take place, maybe for this player, Casanova, or maybe for this woman. But they got caught. Oh, I can't. I cannot believe this. Ah, yeah, their affair is exposed, so don't worry about it. No, they tried to be so discreet, right? It was their love story. Once upon the time, they had this love story. It's like you got caught. They either about to get caught Well, the fact that whoever's investigating them, there's definitely some undercover here going on, like either military or CSIS, even better. They already know. They know. They're looking at these two and shaking their heads. They're like, "What the hell? What the heck are you doing? What are you renting a hotel in some random name? Like meeting in the middle of the field somewhere? Like they're acting like children. Like no, children don't do that. But like I don't know who. It's like, oh, honey. No, no. They probably have like a fake names for each other. They're like, hey, Bob, meet me on our place under the bridge. Okay, Olga, I'll be right there. Oh yeah, yeah, right. Or Polly. Yeah, yeah, totally. Yeah, so see, do you see divorce? There's a divorce. Not only they got caught for being criminals and what they did to you, but there's also a divorce paper that's gonna be filed. Divorce papers. So they got caught. They got caught. Not like it matters to you, right? It doesn't matter. None of this is matter, really. The fact here that they're destroyed, they're shattered, they're broken, broken, because they tried to break you, and you're not the type of person that should ever be messed with. But since they did it at their own risks, and now they're paying for it. Yeah, see, police, they're done. There's police involved. It's went too far. That's the thing. That's the thing that this harm went too far. You could have dealt with them for almost a decade. It's a long time. It's a long time out of your time, and time is valuable. Time is priceless. You never bring your time back. So they're gonna pay a heavy price. They're already paying the heavy price, and there's more to come. And like I said earlier, that's too bad. Too bad for this idiotic couple that they underestimated your intelligence. And in fact, I find it highly offensive to think that you would not know what is happening in front of your own face. Yeah, so that's the story. Okay, my wonderful collective. Good laughs. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Once again, if you're new, don't forget to like, to share, subscribe. I'd appreciate that. Comment below. You're awesome. I love you all, and I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.